Today is President's Day. It was first started to honor President George Washington's birthday. And of the presidents who followed him, 3 called Tennessee home: Andrew Jackson, James K. Polk, and Andrew Johnson.
Pretty incredible to have 3 from Tennessee. And this morning, Peyton Kennedy is live at one of their homes, President Polk's house there in Columbia. And she joins us with stories of his life and legacy. And also, everyone wants a peek inside this beautiful home, Peyton.
Good morning. Yeah, this home and museum is right in the heart of Columbia, and President Polk was the 11th president. Before that, he also served as a 7-term congressman, Speaker of the House, a Tennessee governor as well. He was a very well-educated individual with a lasting impact on the way our country looks today. And you mentioned some of those other Tennessee presidents. I want to get into that a bit and introduce you to Rachel as well, who is the executive director of the House and Museum here. And you have these beautiful portraits behind us of President Polk and his wife. And these were gifted by another president. Tell me about their relationship.
Yes, they're gifted by Andrew Jackson, and his nickname, of course, is Old Hickory. Very quickly, James K. Polk gets the nickname Young Hickory because he allies himself so closely with Andrew Jackson. Jackson's one of his mentors. When James K. Polk goes to Congress, his first term, the first speech he gives is in support of Andrew Jackson. So he is very clear that he wants to support him. Really helps him wage his bank wars. Andrew Jackson's famous for attacking banks and trying to dismantle national banks, and James K. Polk is right there every step of the way. And Polk is our last Jacksonian president. So really, not to take away Polk's agency, but he is Jackson's hand, kind of completing a lot of the big goals that Andrew Jackson had for our country.
Wow, that is so interesting. And another influential person in his life, of course, his mother. Her portrait is also in the dining room here, and this was truly his parents' home where we're standing. Tell us a little bit about his mother and the impact that she had on his life and on this home.
Yeah, absolutely. So this was built in 1816 by Jane and his father, Samuel. Samuel died, this is James K. Polk's father, died when he was still pretty young, and because he was the oldest son, he took ownership of the house. His mom lived here until she died, which was after James K. Polk. She has 10 children. They all live past childhood, but she outlasts 7 of them. 3 of James K. Polk's brothers died within about a year, and she's our first presidential mother to outlive her president's son.
Yeah, Polk only lived about 100 days after his term ended, so he didn't really get to see the lasting impact of his legacy here, but others like his wife and his mom did get to see some of that impact. And a lot of artifacts as well from the White House have made their way here to this museum. So we'll get into those and show you some of those artifacts more in depth coming up in the next half hour. Guys, we'll send it back to you.